Circle of Life abstract, and it has a lot of blue in it. So my theme for today is blue. We'll be working with blue. So the first thing that we're going to do is activate our visual cortex. The visual cortex is the part of the brain that interprets what you're actually seeing. So if we study a piece of art for about 10 minutes, that activates the visual cortex, and it's also very relaxing. And some scientists say that your mind, your brain goes into alpha as you're doing this exercise. But we'll go into alpha at the end of the exercise, just to go into alpha on purpose. And until we see each other again with a new video in about a week, you guys practice doing this. You start using it in your daily life. These are wonderful tools. They open up your mind. They open up your senses. It's really remarkable what they end up doing for you. And it's free and easy, excuse me, easy and fun and so relaxing. And that's what we all need right now, I think. So when you're looking at the piece of art, just let your eye flow and follow lines or colors or whatever you want to follow, and try not to think about anything. Just relax and let your eyes do the work. Now, activating the visual cortex also is a wonderful brain exercise because it actually builds new neural pathways in your brain, and that helps you stay sharp, which, we'd all like to do. We'd all like to stay sharp, right? And you can do it by doing this exercise, well, maybe once a week, more if you want to. You can do it daily if you want to, but just so that you do it like on a regular basis to activate that visual cortex, which is a tremendous help for the brain. I'm going to be quiet for about 30 seconds and just let you look at the piece of art, and then we'll go into alpha, and I'll talk to you a little bit about alpha before we do that. So here we go, 30 seconds. Okay, now we're going to go into alpha. Alpha is the middle brain wave. It's the most relaxed, the most creative brain wave while you're still cognizant, so you can think and do things while you're in alpha. But it really opens up the mind to creativity. It's a fabulous tool. I was taught this in college by a college professor who wanted us to be able to access the most creative spot in our brain so that we could do our art, make it easier to do our art, open us up. And how we do that is a very simple thing. You take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then say down, down, down in a deeper voice so you feel it vibrate in your torso and in your head. And then you're in alpha. And while you're doing this, if you would put 3 fingers together on both hands, the thumb, the middle finger, and the index finger on both hands, and just kind of rest them in your lap if you're sitting. And that will train your brain that when you do that mudra, that your brain will automatically go into alpha. So you can do that anytime, anywhere, and your brain will go into alpha, and nobody knows what you're doing. You don't have to do 3 deep breaths or anything. It just does it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into alpha now. 3 deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Down, down, down. Now take a second just to see how that makes you feel. See what it does for you. I'm very relaxed. My eyesight is sharper. I can think clearly. It clears the cobwebs. So we're ready to go do a piece of art. Let's go. We're in alpha. Our mind is in alpha. Our brain is in alpha. And we have activated our visual cortex. And I'm doing a note card again. And I'm using, this is one of my favorite blues. This is a phthalo blue. Kind of a, not quite a navy. And here's some silver that I'm adding to it. Add a little more of the blue. Well, this is interesting to me. It looks kind of like a night sky. I'm gonna add some more silver. Let's see what I can do with this. Now I've got a UFO in there. Oh, me. You never know. Maybe not. Maybe this will look like a moon. Yeah, that looks more like a moon instead of a UFO. gonna put some dots for stars and let them dry a little bit. And then we'll add sparkles. I'm using a white pencil for this instead of a brush to make my dots. Or stars, I should say stars, not dots, right? Okay, this is another card that I've worked on. It's got a lighter background, and I think that I used a little gold paint in this one, but I'm adding these little gold stars. We're making this one a collage. I used to do a lot of collages. Well, I did, you know, artists go through their stages, and so I went through one stage that I did quite a few collages. I would collect things and use them in paintings. You know, if I'd thought about this, I could have made like a constellation, but I didn't. I didn't go that far. And these are kind of cool anyway, just kind of random. But one of the things that I like to do when I'm doing these sorts of things is do odd numbers. Don't do even numbers of whatever it is you're using. Well, I can't get this one off my fingers. There we go. So anyway, that's just kind of a fun thing to do also. Oh, when I did these little dots on with the pencil, of course I had paint. I had a white paint. And now I'm adding sparkles. So one of the things I wanted to remind you guys is that actually doing the exercise for the visual cortex helps keep the brain sharp and helps the mind stay lucid even into old age. And you do that by activating the visual cortex in the brain. But it's an, excuse me, it's an exercise. It's studying a piece of art for 5 or 10 minutes, probably 10 minutes, because it that's what does the activation. And actually doing a piece of art also activates the visual cortex. So that's why I've kind of been doing these note cards because it's something simple and fun for a piece of art that you could do. And I want to remind you guys that my art is available online. My website, artsy-art.com. It's listed below, and it's, I'll put a card at the end of the video that'll have information on there. And if you like the YouTube art, I've got a new page that's nothing but YouTube art. And if you're interested in some other things, I've got gift art, I've got the bigger pieces and all online. But anyway, take a look at it. And if you like something, you can order it through the website. Or if you want me to do something special for you, like if you want 10 mostly red note cards or something, let me know. Email me at vicky.loper.art@gmail.com, and we'll get it done. So, you all make your life a good life, a wonderful life, and enjoy each and every day. And until we see each other again in about a week, bye-bye for now.